Because that could be the difference between, like, say, 30 yards and maybe 10.
Yeah.
No, I'm not disagreeing.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I mean, when it's check downs and everything's underneath, it's just a lot easier to play for that style, especially when you get to the playoffs, and they have to deal with a team like Tennessee who's going to be running the ball, clock management, munching, stuff like that. So I think when you're into them or like a Buffalo, someone else who can either put up
The Dolphins
points,
are going to win the AFC East, though.
I don't know. I think Buffalo did a lot this weekend to make me feel better about them.
But we were just talking about how trash the Seahawks defense
44
is.
is 44, bro. Like you go out there and put up 44. That's what I'm saying. Like if
Josh Allen was balling. He was
balling out. Like
so
you can say oh the defense was so bad as much as you want, but at the end of the day you got to go out there and put up the points because Carson Wentz has gone up against trash defenses all season and put up 12 points.
They were giving up a lot of points, but 44 with 400 yards and 4 total touchdowns.
You ain't gonna tell me that none of that is on my man.
He carved them up.
Yeah, Buffalo looks good too. It's not like Buffalo looks like they're barely holding on to first place. Like
this the week, isn't it? Is this no? Buffalo play. Who's Buffalo play this week?
We'll get there when we're talking about picks. So yeah.
Seattle is giving up 455 yards a game.
Boy, you can't live like that.
Okay, like once again, you're saying he did all this stuff. Just because they scored a lot doesn't mean that they did something impressive. The only team, like Seattle, has the worst defense in the league. Okay, they are one of
I agree.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teams that are giving up 400 yards a game. Which that's even worse.
They live and die by Russ, man.
Yeah, man. But what I'm saying is
that he's our guy. He's the
what I'm saying is you can have a bad game against you can have a bad game against a bad defense. It is not unheard of to see defenses play well, especially if they have the lead, which they had the lead. So your defense is automatically going to play worse when you're playing against a lead.
All I'm saying is the fewest number of points that the Seahawks are getting up this season is 23. That's the fewest.
Correct.
Okay, like,
I'm with you.
I feel like
look
you guys
at Buffalo.
Let's look at Buffalo. Let's look at Buffalo's losses.
You guys are giving Josh Allen too much credit.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. He's throwing the damn ball.
Yes.
That boy is doing his thing.
He out here explaining that Brian, if you took no, stop.
Josh Allen was 31.
Brian, back up. Let me just say this one thing, and then if you disagree with me, if you disagree with what I say right now, I'm getting off the podcast. I'm done for the day. I will just sit here and I will read the topics, and I will not say another fucking word. Yeah, if I'm wrong on this one. You put Ben DiNucci on the Bills. Does he go for 400 yards? And I will continue on the podcast for the rest of the day, guys. Congratulations. You get to hear my smooth, silvery, sably voice for the remainder of this podcast.
If you put Josh Allen on the Jets, do they win games?
Yes. But
I feel like we just said all we need to say.
No. So you're telling me Josh Allen is a talented enough quarterback to go 31 of 38 against every team?
No.
If you put Sam Darnold on the Buffalo Bills, do you think he wins that game?
I think there's a chance because
but there's a chance, not yes. Like, come on.
No. So I feel like Sam Darnold.
Hold on. I feel like we're gonna take a seg real quick and talk about where does your Buffalo hate come from, Blood? I feel like we've been out here for 2 weeks. Listen, you slang about Buffalo, and you've been hating on a team that's going to come up in our next segment. I don't understand where your hate comes from. Where your hate come from?
It's not hate.
What other team do you hate? What other team do you feel biased towards that is just unprecedented? Because the Bills are a good team, and you're like, well, I've seen better. Like, yeah, dog.
They're 7-2.
They're 7-2, but they got blown out by the Titans.
Okay.
A team who also is in contention. They're pretty good. They're at the top of the AFC.
They're going to win their division.
That's not saying much. The AFC South is trash.
It is trash, but they're going to win their division. Like, it's not great. It's like a defense run heavy conference.
It's clearly like it's a tale of two halves. Like you got the teams that are contending, and then the two teams that ain't. But the two teams at the top are contending, both of them.
Yeah.
I don't feel like the Bills should get credit for beating Seattle.
You gotta be.
So then pick another one of their 6 wins and find them some credit.
Dog,